YouTube. It's been a very, very long time since I've made a video, or at least it feels like it has. I'm sorry about the boobies thing going on. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so it's been a little while since I made a video. Coming to you almost live from the witchy room, which I am up here to change my altar for Samhain. That's what I could not. I went completely blank then. I could not think of that word. Yeah, so I came to change my altar for Samhain. Got some altar cloths, got some stuff. So yeah, that's going to be good. And I suddenly realised that over the last couple of, well, 6 weeks or so, I suppose, I've acquired a few books that I would like to share with you. So I'm going to show you what I've been buying. I say buying in very, very quiet terms because I'm a little bit short of money. But when money is loud, I've been buying books. As you do, as witches do. Oh, by the way, how awesome is this shirt? Curve around the zombies, baby. I'm just going to stand up so you can see it properly. Evil is no match for her. Killer curves. I love this t-shirt so much. I get such a confidence boost when I wear it. Oh, other news. I've actually started. Okay, teeny really fast bit of backstory. When I was at school, I used to sing in talent shows. I used to get up on stage and do like covers of popular songs. So I did like a Cher song, and I did like a couple of Leanne Rimes songs, and yeah, things that were big at the time. And then once I left school, I sort of stopped. I do play guitar, although I must admit it's very badly. I need to pick it up again, but yeah, anyway, cut a long story short, I used to sing in school a lot. And that was, I think I've sang in public, I don't think I had sung in public, I should say, for 13 years. A few weeks ago, my husband is a musician, he's a guitarist, he's a bloody good guitarist as well, I might add. At least I think he is. And he goes to a local jam night at a biker bar, just down the road. So, well, a couple of miles drive. So he going up this jam night, playing with some of the local musicians, sort of like not quite necessarily in a band, but he plays with other musicians, I guess, local musicians. It's just a bit of fun, there's a drum kit, there's a PA system, there's a vocal mic, and then people bring the guitars and their amps and just do whatever. Most of the people have had a couple of pints by the time that the music really starts, but it's quite a popular jam night, and quite a few bands have been formed out of it, so I'm told. But anyway, yeah, so you've been going to that now for about 3-4 months? Well, anyway, cut a very, very, very long story short again, because I'm rambling, and I've only been on here 3 minutes already, and I haven't even got the point of the video yet. He asked me to come along, because they're quite short on vocalists, and while he's okay singing without playing, when he's playing the guitar, he finds it hard to sing as well, because as any musician will know, it's very hard to do 2 things at the same time. So he said, come along and just watch, if you like, and then, if you feel so inclined, you'll be on stage with us. So I went, and I did. I sang a couple of rocks. I sang a few covers with them, and it was really good, and it was so good to be on stage again and singing. So that was really cool. We've made friends with a couple of other people there, so we've been like booking practice rooms and like having little rehearsals, which has just been freaking sorry, which has just been pretty amazing. I don't know why I said sorry then. We're all adults here, right? But yeah, I've been with like a friend of mine who was a baby, so and stuff. So I've sort of taught myself to censor my swearing over the last couple of days. So yeah, so basically, in a very loosest term, I'm now in a band. I'm now singing in a band. Yay! So this is my rock t-shirt, because tonight is jam night, and am I going to go straight? Just adjust my clothing on YouTube in front of all these people watching me. You don't mind, though, right, Dave? Okay, yeah, so this is my rock t-shirt, so this allows me to have the rock persona, because it's something about the slash neck that I really like. And so yeah. See, if I do this I look half naked, that's not a good look, is it? Whatever. You love me anyway, right? Or you wouldn't be watching this. Anyway, so to get to the point of the actual video, books. Books! As witches, we all love books. Well, some of us love books. I love books. And as part of the video, I'm going to show you some stuff I bought. These are the candle holders I bought from IKEA that I showed you a few videos ago, so I don't really know why they're on top, but there we are. Let me just find somewhere to put them. They can go over there. Right, okay. So, witchy books. They're not all witchy, but they're all interesting. Well, I think they're interesting. They're all valid for people on a spiritual path, regardless of whether it's a witchy path. Well, no. They're all so valid for a spiritual. Peter, you thinking? Some are valid for a witchy path, and some are valid for a spiritual path. There you go. I swear to God, I haven't. Well, I have had sugar actually. I had a Krispy Kreme donut. Bad idea. Come on, sugar is not a good thing. Right, okay. So I'm gonna stop jabbing away now and get to the point of this actual video because I'm 6 minutes in and I still haven't started with the books. Right, okay. I'll do the witchy-esque ones first, and I'll do the others. So let me just rejig these a little bit. Rejig them a little bit. Right, okay. For anyone in Britain, I don't know if these are. And anyone not in Britain, I don't know if these are sold internationally just yet. But if they are, I know there are some American viewers of my channel who will love this series of books. There's an author called Kit Berry, and she comes from a place in England called Dorset, and she's written a series called Stonewild. And I won't go into a great deal of detail because I don't want to ruin the books, but there's 5 books in the series, and it's about this community of people in modern day Dorset that sort of live under the old ways. So, they're self-sufficient. They make all their own products. They grind all their own. They have all their own crops. They're totally self-sufficient. They live off the land and what they can make. They have they have their own honey because they have bees and their own beeswax and all that sort of thing. But it's set in modern day England, and anybody I've ever known who has read these books has immediately fell in love with them and wanted to go live in Stonewild. What's that on my head? Oh, okay. Yeah, anybody who's ever read these books has immediately wanted to go and live in Stonewild. I bought the last one in the series today. Shaman of Stonewild. Now, I don't know, like I said, if these are distributed internationally. However, I do know that they are sold on Amazon. So I dare say, if you're in America, for example, if you went to Amazon.com, you might be able to find these. But if you like fiction with a pagan slant, because everybody who lives in Stonewild are pagan. It's a pagan community, basically. In the best way possible. This is the last book in the series. I haven't read it yet, so I'm not going to go into details, but the series is called Stonewild, this book is called Shaman of Stonewild, and it's by Kit Berry. So, check them out if you haven't already. How can I put it right so I don't interfere with mental thing? Okay. I was really excited to find this. I dabbled in soap making as a part of my magical practice. However, I've never really got into what you might call real soap making because when I did, I was living with my parents and I wasn't really comfortable holding about loads of lye and stuff. So I didn't really get into it as much as I wanted to. But I have been doing melt and pour soap making for a number of years. This, however, is the first book I've ever seen on the topic as is. Soap Making, a Magical Guide. And it's by a lady called Alicia Grosso. If you can see that. Apparently she's from Los Angeles, so I think this book is probably American. Again, I haven't read it yet, but I've had a flick through, and it gives you some ideas for magical soaps, how to tailor a soap for a particular magical working, for the moon phases, for the Sabbats. I suppose it's probably got a bit of a Wiccan twist, but that doesn't mean you couldn't use it if you weren't Wiccan. And more importantly, it's how to make proper soap, real soap with lye and all this nonsense. So I picked this up because I've never actually seen one like this before. So I picked it up and I'm really excited about that. It was really cheap. And again, it's called Stop Making a Magical Guide. Oops, by Alicia Grosso. So that was really cool. I also picked this up. As I've mentioned before in passing, I do have a student at the moment who I like to jokingly call my Padawan, you know, from Star Wars. He's coming on really well, actually. But sometimes he asks me questions and I don't always have the answers straight to hand, which is good, you know. These are the right sort of questions and these are the questions I want him to be asking. But sometimes he wants like a really sort of quick, what's the word I want? Snap answer, which I can then expand on later on. I don't always have those answers to hand, so I picked this up. The title pretty much says it all. Which is Book of Answers by Eileen Holland and Cerelia. I do that. I don't know if you're aware, but Eileen Holland is the author of the Wicca Handbook. She's pretty, you know, a lot of Wicca 101 books can be quite, I want to say twee. You know, they can be a little on the twee side, but Eileen Holland obviously knows her stuff and is quite, you know, I respect her as an author. She is Wiccan, and this obviously has a Wiccan thing to it because they are Wiccan. But, you know, they also ask they answer questions about, like, you know, other witchcraft and pagan paths as well, which is really good. I'll just find a sample answer. Let me just find a question. And they're not just, you know, they're not just the usual answers like, what does this colour candle do? And what does this moon phase mean? And what does this herb do? You know, it's not about that, it's about bigger things. And so one of the questions that I've just found is, I feel like I have been neglecting my religion because I have been so busy taking care of a family member. Okay? And that's actually a really good point, because I think sometimes when we start out, if we take any time away from what we might deem to be active practice, it can be quite upsetting. We might think we're not, you know, we're not as committed as we used to be, or anything like that. And Eileen's answer to this question was, witchcraft is very much about service to others. In helping your relative, you are indeed serving the goddess. And I couldn't agree more. So yeah, this is a little, I'm probably not going to read it cover to cover. It's more of a little reference text. So if I get asked a question, you know, either through YouTube or on Facebook or from my student that I can't immediately think of an answer to, or I don't know the answer to it, I mean, I don't know everything. I'm not some sort of Wiccan holy grail of knowledge. This is going to be really handy. So again, it's called Witch's Book of Answers, Terrifically, and it's by Eileen Holland and Cerelia. And I think it's fairly new. So yeah, this is a really good one. And the last witchy book, God, this is 30 minutes already, what the hell have I been talking about? The last one I'm really excited about. I've been looking for this book for a very long time. I know in America it's easily obtained. However, in Britain it can be quite hard to get hold of, simply because it is an American book and it's an iconic American book. And you can get it in Britain, but it does tend to be expensive, probably because of import tax and all that nonsense. However, I found it in a second-hand bookshop for £7, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it. It's about 3 times that currently on Amazon in the UK. And that's just for, like, used to know. However, I found it, and I'm very pleased to say that I now own Drawing Down the Moon by Margaret Adler. Of course, Margaret Adler died, sadly. Was it this year or the end of last year she died? But she's recently passed on. But I've been wanting this book for years. I've never actually seen a copy before, but I read about it in another book, and I read reviews of it online, and people had recommended it in YouTube videos, and I was like, I have to get this book. And now I have it. And for those of you who never heard of this book, this is a revised edition. This is not a new edition because it's second hand. I think this is from the 80s. I think this is a 1986 pressing, but this was the first, as far as I know, anyway, the first text about paganism in America. And if you look at the expanded title, Witches, Druids, Goddess Worshippers and Other Pagans in America Today, it's basically a study and a treatise of American paganism. and the history of American paganism, which, even though I'm not American, I was really interested in, because Wicca, in terms of, the actual religion itself, and the concept of Wicca as a movement and as a community is obviously British in origin, with Gerald Gardner, and then Alex Sanders, who followed him, and Doreen Valiente, and all the British pagan elders. But I didn't know much about the American side of things, and this is just really cool. So I'm really glad I've got it. Yes, thank you, book gods. Why am I doing a preposition? Thank you, book. No. Okay, so those are those, and I'm gonna speed up this good thing because I'm yabbing away, and I'm talking on 16 minutes. Recently, I've been doing a lot of work on empowerment, female empowerment especially. Not just female, of course. Everybody needs to be empowered, but I've been doing a lot of work on female empowerment, and I've had been doing some work with the SWAT Institute, which is run by a lady called Crystal Andrews Morissette. She's a wonderful woman, so I think she has a YouTube channel. Give her a Google, or just go on swatinstitute.com, SWAT institute.com. Anyway, that's my little plug for Crystal's new work. Someone I spoke to, we did some coaching with, recommended this. Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. Can you believe I've never actually read this book? In all the years I've been doing, reading self-help books and stuff, I've never actually picked this one up. I'm only about a third of the way through, but already this is transformative. And there's a quote on the back: if we are willing to do the mental work, almost anything can be healed. And after reading the very small, well, you can see, because I'm a page holder, you can see how far I've gone into the book. I'm already starting to believe that I can heal myself with everything that's ever been wrong with me. Brilliant book. If you've read it, by the way, and you like it, please comment and let me know. Talking about Crystal, I picked up 2 of her books. I have ordered another. I've ordered it directly from her, so hopefully it'll be coming signed, but I haven't received it yet, so I don't know how long post takes from Canada, but anyway. This is Crystal Andrews, as she was then. She's Crystal Andrews Morissette now. Crap, I can't remember what to Simply Empowered. And this is work to do on yourself. This is not, the sort of thing that you pick up for, to read in the garden with a cocktail. It's not, well, you can, but it's not a frivolous read. It's the sort of book you need to read if you've got some issues you want to work through and you need to really do some work on yourself, do some self-work, do some self-love. Crystal's books are amazing for that. And also, again in her vein, these are ex-library books that I bought off Amazon used, by the way. So this is another one of her books, Transcendent Beauty. And I'll just read the I'll read you the little sort of review on the back, which sort of sums the book up really. Crystal Andrews has written a deeply compelling book that will open our eyes and help us all, men included, to embrace and honour the magnificence we already possess. A magnificence that is often overlooked and nearly forgotten, yet nonetheless is just waiting for us to uncover it. And that is pretty much, in a word, what Crystal's books are about. It's about finding... She talks about, we're all born with this immense light inside us, but, that never goes away. No one turns off the light. No one can turn off the light. But we sometimes turn on the dim switch. And, at the lower, darker end of the scale, we're sad and maybe depressed, and we're apathetic and we're not motivated. But then if we turn the dim switch all the way up to full brightness, that's the sort of person that makes heads turn, that gets things done, that, is confident, is 100% happy in their skin, and that's what I'm working towards, and that's what Crystal's books are helping me to do. So yeah, definitely recommended. And I really want to show you something really quick actually before I end this video. I was in Glastonbury, I was looking around at some of the the witchy decor statues, sort of thing. Not goddess size necessarily, but just the witchy decor, the things we like to have around our houses. And I saw this thing of a witch on a broom, sexy little witch, I'm not gonna lie. But it was like 29 quid, £29, which I think would probably be about $40 in America. It looks like this. Actually, this is the exact thing I was looking at, okay? This is the thing I was looking at. It's got a beautiful pentagram on it. She's very stereotypical witchy, but I just think it's such a fabulous image. And then on the back, you've got a pentagram. I found this at a car boot sale. I went up to see my parents on holiday a couple of weeks ago, and they were down in Dorset, and there's a massive car boot sale across the road from their caravan site, and there's a car boot sale there every Sunday. I went to it, I picked this up. I couldn't believe it was the same thing, but it is, and I paid, do you know how much I paid? Do you want to know? £5. £5. And now it has pride of place on top of my computer, next to my little owl, where I can look at it and think, yeah, I know how to find the bargains. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling now because I've just wasted 21 minutes of your time pretty much, and I'm pretty sure you're not going to be happy with me about that. But yeah, it's really good to be back on YouTube. I have missed making videos. I will be making more. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm not sure what I'm going to be making videos on just yet, although like I said, I do have to redo the altar in just a second, so I'll probably do a video on that once it's done. There are some changes to the witchy room I'm going to show you. I probably will show you. I still have to do a Book of Shadows flip through because somebody requested it. I can't remember who you are, I'm very sorry, but someone commented on one of my previous videos asking for a Book of Shadows flip through, which I will do. And I'm just really glad to be back on YouTube now. So I'm gonna shut up and stop boring you to death. Although if I am boring you, why are you still here? Just kidding. So yeah, so thanks for watching this video. Let it be. Have a wonderful day, and if you have any comments, pop them in the comment the section, obviously, and I will answer them. Also, before I go, I forgot. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm doing Witchiversity with Ember Honey Raven, and I've found a lot of brand new YouTube channels that I've been adding and subscribing to. I think as a result, a lot of people have had added and subscribed me. So hello, hi, it's so nice to meet you. Welcome. You're probably gonna take one look at this video and go, Ashley, unsubscribe. But I hope not. Anyway, yeah, I'll stop babbling now. So again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and blessed be, and goodbye. Thanks, guys.